I've done it again. Another profitable investment.
Another one.
In today's video, I'm going to be breaking down the Taverns Keep, an NFT node passive income protocol built on Avalanche mainnet. I'm going to be breaking down the NFTs, the tokenomics, and how you can get involved if you wish. Also, I'm going to be showing you how I doubled my initial investment and how I'm making completely passive income from this project. If this sounds like something you're interested in, then stick around for the video. What's going on, guys? My name's Johnny and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So on this channel, I'm documenting my journey of turning 1,000 into £1 million and trying to create as many streams of passive income along the way as possible. My aim with this channel is to try these crazy ways that you see people making money online to see what actually works and what doesn't. At the minute, I'm focused at crypto projects, so if you want to follow along on my journey, then make sure to subscribe and turn bell notifications on so you can be notified every time I make an upload. And my next 3 uploads are all going to be researching projects before I invest in them, and they're all going to be new projects, so it's definitely worth subscribing if you want to get some alpha. So let's hop into the video. Everything you need to know about Taverns Keep, the tokenomics, and the NFTs. So Taverns Keep is my 4th investment on my journey, and it's my 2nd profitable investment. So how did I learn about this? I was just scrolling through Twitter and there was a lot of hype about this project. And on the day that I sold my Playmates, if you haven't seen my last video, then make sure to check it out about Red Light Node District, my 3rd investment. I sold that, I got my profits, and I noticed that this hype project was launching on the same day. So what a random coincidence.
Nice.
So what I did is I invested in the project and I just went small because I hadn't had enough time to do my proper research. So I bought 2 breweries and they cost me £100 each. So how does this project work? So you have breweries and then you have home kits. A brewery earns you mead per day, and depending on the level of it, depends on how much mead you earn. And the home kits are a cheaper version of the breweries that allow smaller investors to be involved in the project. So how does it differ? For a start, this project has NFT nodes. So when you invest, you don't just lose your initial capital, your breweries are actually saleable NFTs, which obviously I think is great. And additionally, they've added some gamification factors to be able to intrigue investors and hold you in the protocol for much longer. As your NFTs are actually upgradable, you can get customizable skins, and also they have a brewer's reputation and XP that you can earn that can reduce your taxes and also increase your rewards. So let me hop into my computer and I'm going to break down everything you need to know about the Tavern. Project first launched on March the 11th on the Avalanche mainnet. I got in a little bit earlier than this because they offered this pre-sale tiered scheme where if you were early, you would get them super cheap, and then as they sold, I think it's every 2,000, they went up in price in increments in USDC. So this fit perfectly into my strategy of being early. In fact, we were before the launch date and then just letting it go and getting the ROI quicker. But let's jump straight into the project and talk about the NFTs. You can buy breweries with mead, which is the token that they've made. So as you can see on the homepage, you've got the ability to buy a brewery. Down here, you have the option of mead. And currently it costs, let's add 1. To buy 1 brewery costs 110 mead. So then you have options to buy using USDC and then the LP tokens, liquidity pool tokens. And they actually offer you a discount if you buy with USDC or LP tokens. It's so that they can own some of their liquidity back, and also it encourages people to use their USDC. It's definitely another thing that they've looked into for sustainability to draw people in. The total number of breweries that can be minted currently is capped to 20,000. And this is a soft cap because they actually plan on launching further batches down the line, as it was originally capped to 15,000. There's currently, as you can see, 16,551 breweries been minted. So there's 3,449 left on the current batch. How the tiered system works, let's go into the white paper. Each NFT straight away starts earning 2 mead tokens per day. And then these mead tokens can be claimed with sales taxes and claim taxes that I'll explain later. But basically, straight up from day 1, you're earning 2 mead tokens per day. However, the protocol has been designed so that they have certain factors that will incentivize you to hold your tokens. And this is what I'm going to break down. So they've actually got 2 things. I can't say it. They got a brewer reputation, and they've got XP, which leads you to have higher tiered NFTs. The benefits of this, from tier 1 to tier 2, there's a fermentation period, which basically means if you don't claim for first 14 days, that's when you start earning XP. So this is important because the additional days that I'm talking about between the tiers don't include the first 14 days of fermentation. You have to wait a further 14 days to be able to have enough XP for your brewery to be tier 2. What's the benefit of this? Tier 2 breweries earn 3 mead per day, so you consistently earn more mead per day, which should reflect more passive income. But more on my strategy later, as I don't believe that's the case with these node projects. However, this is obviously a great way of incentivizing all of the investors to hold, because they're basically promised more mead per day, which should equate to more money per day. Then you have to not claim for the 14 days and then an additional 28 days for tier 3, which earns you 4 mead per day. So obviously the benefit of that is you earn more mead per day, which should equal more passive income. However, you have got to wait something like 48 days to be able to get to that tier 3, which is earning you that 4 mead per day. So you have to balance out whether you think the project's token is going to stabilize or whether you should just take out, because an extra, 25%, but if the token drops more than that, that's actually not worth it. Then an extra 50% after the 48 days. You have to balance it out. But remember, the mead tokens that you accumulate this whole time that you're not claiming are there and they are available to claim at the end of the 14 days. So it's not like you're losing out on money, you're just losing out of the mead price over time of 14 days, because you cannot guarantee that the mead price will stay the same. So now we've talked about the tiers of the breweries and the NFTs that they can level up and the different levels of the NFTs. Let's talk about the brewer's reputation. So the BR, as we'll call it, is basically them incentivizing you again to hold. So through those fermentation period, once you got to the end of those 14 days, you start earning XP. There you go. So depending on your brewer's level, they have different levels depending on how much XP you've earned. And then this will reduce your claim tax from 18% all the way down to 12%, obviously the higher your BR status is. So obviously this is again incentivizing you to hold. So let's look at fees and taxes. The purchasing fees, they're split 70-30. So 70% of the money used to buy the breweries are put into the rewards pool, and then 30% is put into the treasury. Then the treasury, they've just dropped a Medium article, which I'll link underneath the video, explaining what they hope to do with the treasury and the different types of investments we're making. So regarding the fermentation period and the production rate, you can actually get upgrades for your NFTs again. I'll explain later about some of these, but basically this is just another way of you reinvesting in the protocol in hoping that you're improving your NFT. Therefore, one, it'll increase the value, but two, you should be earning more, and you get to level up your NFTs quicker. But again, I'll sort of explain why this is irrelevant in this project. And then finally, down to here, you've got cosmetics, which literally blows my mind. As an investor, people, I guess the only real benefit from this is that you hope that your NFT is more rare, so therefore more scarce, because if you've got one of these rare skins, then you resell it on a marketplace. But as an investor, do I care that your NFT has a cool skin? No. Am I going to spend money that's not going to directly be making me more money? I don't think so. So this obviously must work, is a good way of keeping money in the protocol, but I think it's absolutely stupid.
Got him!
Anyone who bought the skins is a schmuck. No, I mean, if you wanted to do that and like you enjoyment and you've got money to blow, then sure. Or if you've ROI'd on this project and you just got free passive income and then you want to flip your NFTs, we want to make them stand out, maybe buy some skins, so then you guarantee to flip them. So this takes me to what did I do and how did I double my money? So I told you earlier, I invested early. I got in so early. Let me pop up my spreadsheet. So I invested on the 3rd of March, which is when I claimed my Playmates, and I bought 2 breweries, total of £209 cost. And then so each brewery roughly cost me around £104. So I did my first claim on the 24th of March and I claimed 53 mead, but with the claim tax of 18% and the sell tax of 10%, I ended up selling 38 mead and it got me 339 USDC, which was roughly £257. So boom, ROI'd out and I got a cool £48 profit. So I'm happy with that. Again, left it accumulating, and the same thing that I'm doing with all projects is that I'm trying to double my money, and then I may consider reinvesting half and then pocketing half as again. So what did I do? On the 4th of April, again, I claimed 43 mead. I had that same claim tax and sell tax, and then I sold 32 mead, and that got me 200 USDC, so 152. So with some transaction fees of AVAX and everything taken into account, profits wise, I've got £200 and 94p from the 209 invested. So that brings our total portfolio up to £1,286. So now I've got a proven strategy that works. I've actually got check on my mindset and my emotions is that sell. Sell, sell, sell. Don't stay in the protocol. Don't buy into all these reinvesting things because, yeah, they might be able to increase your rewards later down the line, but you don't know with these projects. Like, £200 is better than no money. This brings me to this. I would not recommend investing in any of these node protocols after they've launched. Honestly. The only one I recommend is Hive Investments, purely because that team is literally insane and that project is next level. Any other project, if you aren't in on launch, I would not get in. That is literally the highest. You minimize your risk getting on launch. The only thing that can go wrong is you get rug pulled, but you have the highest chance of getting ROI and literally just claim. Set yourself a target. So if you want to claim every week, every 2 weeks, but make sure you claim because you do not want to be left in these. These are Ponzonomics. So if you're in early and you're out early, then you win. We learned this from Strong and Thor, where I haven't claimed to this day. I was compounding and I basically lost all the money that I invested. So that's like 16,000 down. So I can recoup this money, part of this money anyway, from selling. But now I really learned a harsh, aggressive lesson there that DeFi moves fast and you do not want to be sucked into any of these promises from these protocols. You look after yourself, you're investing at the end of the day, and take your emotion out of it. Don't look towards the future, look towards the present. Get your money in, get it out, and then if you're making £1 passive income, then that's better than losing all your money. Well, not losing all your money, but the project dying down, because how it works, you have this pump, you have the hype, it goes up, the project is doing great, but then you remember there's no utility. It's all promised roadmaps, so nothing's out. So then you have this big lull. You want to be in here at the start, you want to sell your way up, especially with these node protocols, you want to sell your way up, and then you should be fully ROI'd by the time it starts lulling. And then you're happy, you're good, you move your funds on to the next one, and then you've got a little bit of share just in case that project actually does make it, and it makes it further down the line. That's been an overview of the Tavern and a little insight into how I'm learning. So my next looks now is I want to look at Alep Finance, which I'm going to do a video on, and I want to look at Lava Financial, which I'm doing a video on. And then finally, I'm doing Titano and Sphere. So these are the things you got to look forward to. So I've got some good experience under my belt of these DeFi node protocols. So I know how to operate, and I know mentally what I need to do is to keep myself emotionally in check. Don't fall in love with the project, get your initial money out, and then you can happily be involved. If it goes down, it doesn't matter. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you want to follow me on my journey and see these next videos, I'm going to be doing them pre to their releases because I want to, again, give you guys the opportunity to get involved. Remember, this is not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm not your dad. I'm not your granddad. I'm not your grandma. I'm just some guy on the internet, all right? But I'm going to give you all the opportunities that I have to be able to invest in these projects if you would like to, but always do your own research. So yeah, if you want to follow me along this journey, make sure to subscribe, like the video if you've enjoyed it, if you find it helpful. I'm trying to get myself out of this black hole, the YouTube algorithm, because I missed it when I was away. So I'm hoping that we can revive this. Smash a like, and I'm going to be announcing the giveaway winner for the Playmate up next. So if you entered into that, then look out because the winner is going to be drawn live right now. So if you don't follow me on Twitter, then make sure to follow me because I announced this giveaway after my last video. I was profitable and I want to give back to the community. And I said, all you got to do is just watch my last video, help me get out of this YouTube black hole algorithm. And I was going to give away one full node, which is 20 Playmates. So because of the transfer tax, I'm going to be giving whoever wins this the AVAX equivalent of 20 Playmates so they can create their first node, or they can create another node if they're already in the project. But I'm hoping it goes to someone who's not in R&D so they get an opportunity to get some passive income, because I'm giving you the full amount of AVAX to be able to buy 20 Playmates so you can make a mansion. So I'm doing this live. Click to spin, and the winner is going to be James Pettibone. Congratulations, you've won yourself the AVAX equivalent of 20 Playmates. I'll DM you, and congratulations, you got yourself some passive income node. So thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Your boy's Gunskis.